Good evening, my friend. Close your eyes and breathe slowly. A quiet forest sleeps beneath countless stars. Far away, an ancient castle glows with warm lantern light. Tonight, your peaceful journey into forgotten history begins. The cool night breeze touches your face as you follow the quiet stone path. An old watchman walks ahead with a small lantern in his hand. Every gentle step echoes through the ancient castle, where peaceful silence has remained for hundreds of years. The moon shines softly above the silent towers. Gentle wind moves through the ancient trees, carrying the scent of pine and fresh earth. The watchman smiles quietly, knowing every peaceful night protects the dreams of those sleeping safely inside The old watchman lifts his lantern and walks slowly through the quiet courtyard. A gentle breeze moves across the stone walls, while the stars shine peacefully above the sleeping castle. The castle garden sleeps beneath the quiet moon. A soft breeze moves through the flowers. The old watchman carries his lantern with steady hands. Every peaceful step fills the silent night with calm. The moonlight rests on the ancient walls. A distant owl calls once before silence returns. The watchman pauses, smiles gently, and continues his slow walk beneath the peaceful stars. A cool breeze drifts across the quiet courtyard. The lantern glows with gentle warmth as the old watchman walks beside ancient stones, guarding the peaceful castle through another silent night. The stars sparkle above the silent valley. Far below, every home rests in peaceful sleep. The old watchman quietly thanks the night for another calm evening and keeps walking without hurry. A small wooden bridge crosses the quiet stream. Clear water reflects the stars above. The watchman slows his steps, listening to the gentle flow, while the peaceful night wraps the valley in silence. The castle bell remains silent through the night. Only the whisper of the wind fills the air. The old watchman smiles softly, knowing peace is the greatest gift a quiet night can bring. Clouds drift slowly across the moon, softening its silver light. The watchman quietly follows the stone path, while the peaceful castle sleeps beneath the calm and endless night. A gentle mist rises from the quiet river. The cool air feels fresh and peaceful. The old watchman lifts his lantern, smiles at the silent valley, and continues his calm walk beneath the fading moon. The ancient oak trees stand still beneath the stars. Leaves whisper softly in the cool breeze. The watchman slows his pace, enjoying the peaceful silence that has filled this quiet place for centuries. A quiet candle flickers inside the old tower. Its warm glow reaches the stone floor. The watchman takes a slow breath, then continues his peaceful journey through the silent castle. A soft breeze carries the scent of pine through the sleeping valley. The lantern glows gently in the watchman's hand as he walks with quiet steps, keeping peaceful watch until the first light of dawn. The eastern sky remains dark and quiet. A gentle breeze brushes the ancient walls. The old watchman pauses for a moment, listening to the peaceful silence before taking another slow step into the calm night. The quiet river flows without a sound beneath the old stone bridge. Moonlight dances on the gentle water as the watchman walks slowly, carrying his lantern through the peaceful darkness. A distant bell marks another quiet hour. The castle remains still beneath the stars. The watchman smiles gently, knowing every peaceful night is a gift to those who rest within these ancient walls. A quiet breeze drifts across the castle walls. The lantern shines with a warm glow as the old watchman looks toward the sleeping valley. Every peaceful moment reminds him that silence is a faithful friend. The stars slowly fade behind thin clouds. Cool night air fills the quiet courtyard. The old watchman holds his lantern close and walks with gentle steps, keeping the ancient castle safe through the peaceful night. The night grows even quieter. A gentle wind moves through the ancient trees, and the lantern casts a soft golden light. The old watchman smiles peacefully as he continues his slow walk beneath the silent sky. The moon hangs low above the distant hills. A quiet mist covers the valley like a soft blanket. The watchman follows the familiar path, his lantern glowing gently in the calm and peaceful darkness. The quiet path leads beside an ancient garden. Dew sparkles on the grass beneath the fading moonlight. The old watchman breathes deeply, grateful for another peaceful night filled with silence and gentle beauty. A small fountain rests in the center of the courtyard. Its quiet water reflects the stars above. The watchman pauses for a gentle moment, then walks on with calm steps beneath the peaceful night sky. A quiet breeze carries the scent of wild flowers across the valley. The old watchman lifts his lantern and smiles softly. Every peaceful step reminds him that the calmest nights often become the sweetest memories. The first hint of dawn remains far away. The castle sleeps in perfect peace. The old watchman keeps his gentle pace, while the quiet night wraps every stone, tree, and path in calm and comfort. A lonely owl glides above the quiet forest. The cool air feels gentle and fresh. The old watchman listens with a peaceful heart, then follows the ancient path beneath the fading stars. The gentle wind grows quieter as midnight slips away. The lantern glows like a small golden star. The old watchman walks with steady steps, protecting the peaceful castle through another calm and silent night. A tiny bird stirs in its nest, then grows quiet again. The valley remains still beneath the fading stars. The old watchman smiles softly, grateful for another peaceful night filled with gentle silence. The eastern horizon begins to glow with the faintest light. The stars slowly fade as the old watchman finishes his quiet patrol. He smiles gently, knowing the peaceful castle has rested safely through another calm night. The morning breeze gently touches the ancient walls. Birds begin to sing in the distant trees. The old watchman lowers his lantern, thankful for another quiet night filled with peace, silence, and gentle memories. The sun rises beyond the distant hills, bathing the ancient castle in warm golden light. The old watchman gently extinguishes his lantern, smiles with quiet contentment, and welcomes another peaceful day after a calm and silent night. Golden sunlight fills the quiet valley. The castle slowly awakens as gentle birds sing nearby. The old watchman takes one final look across the peaceful hills before returning home with a grateful heart. The castle bells ring softly to greet the new day. Morning light warms the quiet stone walls. The old watchman closes the gate with a peaceful smile, knowing another calm night has become a gentle memory. The quiet valley welcomes a peaceful morning. Warm sunlight touches the ancient trees as gentle birds fill the air with soft songs. The old watchman smiles, knowing every calm night brings hope to a new day.
Good evening, my friend. Tonight, there is nothing you need to do except rest. Let your breathing become slow and easy as the busy world quietly fades away. Imagine yourself walking along an old stone road beneath a sky filled with countless stars. The air is cool, carrying the fresh scent of pine trees, damp earth, and wildflowers. Somewhere in the distance, an ancient castle stands peacefully on a lonely hill, its windows glowing with the warm light of oil lanterns. There are no crowds, no noise, and no hurry here. Only silence, soft wind, and the gentle rhythm of another peaceful night. As you move closer, your footsteps become slower, matching the calm heartbeat of the quiet valley around you. Every breath feels lighter than the one before. At the great wooden gate, an elderly watchman waits with a small lantern resting in his hand. His silver hair shines beneath the moonlight, and a kind smile appears as he welcomes you without saying a word. Together, you step inside the peaceful castle. The stone courtyard is calm, and a small fountain quietly reflects the stars above. Horses sleep comfortably inside the stable, while ivy gently climbs the old walls that have protected this place for centuries. The watchman begins his slow evening walk, inviting you to follow beside him. His lantern paints warm, golden circles across the ancient stones as a gentle breeze whispers through the trees. Somewhere nearby, an owl calls once before the valley returns to perfect silence. The watchman believes every peaceful night tells a story, even when no one is listening. Long before books recorded history, people remembered their lives through quiet evenings like this one. Travelers rested beside warm fires, families gathered around simple meals, and children dreamed peacefully beneath wooden roofs while faithful guardians watched through the night. As you continue walking, you notice how different this world feels from your own. There are no clocks demanding your attention, no bright lights filling the sky, and no endless distractions asking for another moment of your time. There is only the gentle sound of the wind brushing across ancient stone, the distant flow of a quiet river, and the comforting glow of a single lantern leading the way. With every slow step, your thoughts become softer. Your shoulders relax. Your breathing grows deeper. The castle seems to breathe with you, calm and unhurried. Above, thousands of stars quietly shine, just as they have for countless generations. Tonight, you are not simply visiting an old castle. You are becoming part of its peaceful story, where every silent path, every weathered stone, and every gentle breeze reminds you that the greatest moments in history were often the quietest ones. The old watchman leads you along a quiet stone path that circles the ancient castle walls. His lantern glows with a warm, golden light, chasing away the gentle darkness without disturbing the peaceful night. Far below, the valley sleeps beneath a blanket of silver moonlight. A small river flows silently through the fields, reflecting the stars above like tiny diamonds upon the water. The cool breeze carries the scent of pine trees and fresh grass. Somewhere in the distance, an owl calls once before silence returns. The watchman smiles softly, believing every peaceful night holds forgotten stories waiting to be remembered. As you walk beside him, your breathing becomes slower, your thoughts grow quieter, and the worries of the day begin to fade away. Every step feels calm, every moment feels gentle, and the ancient castle welcomes you into another peaceful chapter of its timeless history.
Good evening, my friend. Tonight there is nowhere you need to be and nothing you need to do. Simply close your eyes, take a slow breath, and allow the quiet night to welcome you. Imagine yourself walking along an ancient stone road beneath a sky filled with countless stars. The cool air carries the gentle scent of pine trees, fresh grass, and distant rain. Far ahead, an old castle stands peacefully on a lonely hill, its warm lanterns glowing through narrow windows. Every step brings you farther from the busy modern world and closer to a place where time moves slowly. At the castle gate, an elderly watchman greets you with a kind smile and a small lantern glowing in his hand. Without speaking, he invites you to follow him through the silent courtyard. The sound of your footsteps echoes softly across the weathered stones. A quiet fountain reflects the moonlight, while ivy climbs the ancient walls that have stood for hundreds of years. Somewhere nearby, horses sleep peacefully inside a wooden stable. A gentle breeze moves through the trees, carrying the distant call of an owl before silence returns once again. The watchman walks slowly, never rushing, as though every step is part of a peaceful tradition passed down through generations. He believes the night has its own quiet language, spoken through the whisper of the wind, the glow of the stars, and the calm rhythm of nature. You begin to notice details that are often forgotten during busy days: the cool touch of the evening air, the soft movement of leaves, the comforting warmth of the lantern. Above, thousands of stars shine with gentle beauty, just as they did for the people who lived here centuries ago. Long before electric lights filled the skies, these stars guided travelers safely across mountains, forests, and rivers. Tonight, they quietly guide you toward peace. With every slow breath, your body feels lighter, your thoughts become softer, and the worries of the day drift away like distant clouds. The castle, the watchman, and the endless night invite you to simply relax, listen, and rest as another peaceful story from history gently unfolds before you. Good evening, my friend. Tonight, there is nothing you need to do except rest. Allow your breathing to slow as the busy world gently fades away. Imagine yourself walking along an ancient stone road beneath a sky filled with countless stars. The cool night air carries the scent of pine trees, fresh grass, and distant rain. Every step feels calm, peaceful, and unhurried. Ahead, an old castle stands quietly upon a lonely hill, its warm lanterns glowing through narrow windows. It has watched over this peaceful valley for hundreds of years, welcoming travelers, protecting families, and witnessing the quiet passage of history. As you approach the great wooden gate, an elderly watchman waits with a small lantern in his hand. His face is kind, marked by many years spent guarding these ancient walls. He greets you with a gentle smile and silently invites you to walk beside him. Together, you enter the quiet courtyard where moonlight rests upon weathered stones. A small fountain reflects the stars above while climbing ivy covers the castle walls. The only sounds are the whisper of the wind, the distant song of an owl, and the soft echo of your footsteps. The watchman begins his nightly patrol, following the same familiar path he has walked for decades. He never rushes. Every step is slow and steady, as though he understands that peace cannot be hurried. His lantern casts a warm, golden glow across the ancient stones, revealing tiny details hidden in the darkness. Moss grows between the rocks. Old wooden doors rest quietly beneath stone arches, and narrow windows overlook the sleeping valley below. Far beyond the castle walls, small cottages rest beneath the stars. Families sleep peacefully after long days of work. Farmers dream of tomorrow's sunrise. Children sleep beneath warm blankets, while gentle winds move softly through the surrounding fields. The watchman smiles because he knows his quiet work allows others to rest without fear. History remembers kings, queens, and great battles, but it often forgets the ordinary people who guarded peaceful nights like this one. You follow him toward the highest tower, climbing worn stone steps that have carried countless footsteps through the centuries. At the top, the view stretches endlessly across forests, rivers, and distant mountains. The moon paints everything in soft silver light. A quiet river winds through the valley like a ribbon of glass, reflecting the stars above. Thin clouds drift slowly across the sky before disappearing beyond the hills. The watchman pauses beside the old stone wall and raises his lantern toward the night. It is an old tradition, passed from one guardian to the next. Long ago, travelers crossing these hills looked for this small golden light. Seeing it meant safety, warmth, and a place to rest before continuing their journey. Though few travelers pass this way now, the watchman continues the tradition because he believes every peaceful ritual deserves to be remembered. As you stand beside him, you notice how different this world feels. There are no clocks demanding your attention, no bright screens filling the darkness, no endless noise asking for another moment of your time. There is only the gentle breeze, the quiet stars, and the comforting rhythm of slow breathing. Every worry becomes smaller. Every thought grows softer. Your shoulders relax, and your mind begins to drift like the clouds above. The watchman quietly continues his walk along the castle walls. Somewhere below, a horse shifts gently inside the stable before settling once more into peaceful sleep. The fountain continues its quiet song. Leaves rustle softly in the ancient oak trees. Everything feels calm, timeless, and safe. You realize that true peace is often found in simple moments like these, moments that history rarely records but the heart never forgets. Tonight, you are no longer a visitor. You have become part of this quiet story, walking beside the old watchman beneath the endless stars, where every gentle step reminds you that the greatest treasures are not found in grand adventures but in peaceful nights, kind hearts, and the comforting silence of a world resting safely until morning.